Hello everyone, welcome to another G1 Transformers review. As you can see, I'm doing G1 Blaster this time. I did promise, if you've watched my G2 Stacks review, which was I did before this one, that I would do something better, and you can't get better than the classic G1 figure. Alright, first of all, as you can see, Blaster in his old mode did come as a 80s Ghetto Blaster, which kind of with the name. I'll just give it a spin around. Not a lot of detail on the back there to look at, just to move this gun out of the way. You do get all the Takara and Hasbro sort of right in there, and the 84 stamp on the back there. This is a genuine one, not a reissue. He came with his gun, which I've always thought is a really odd gun, because with Soundwave's weapons they were his sort of batteries in his backpack, but this has no real sort of point to it. You know, if it had been, say, an aerial or something like that, kind of, but there's nowhere else to put it, and I've never understood why it's got that hole in the middle. If anyone knows the reasoning behind that, I'd love to know what that is. But quite a nice little gun, I suppose. Not too bad for a G1, and it's quite nice scales wise for him. He does of course have his ejection mode, which if you press down on these just right, he will do it. That's it. The front pops open for a cassette, and I've got Rewind, which is one of his cassettes to try in there, and you just close that back up, and then you can see him inside the clear window. Very nice. Again, it is temperamental. That's it for releasing, but it does do it. You can do a fix on these if yours isn't working, but other people have got videos out of that where disassembling him and showing how to fix him. But yeah, really nice. Nice to have again, nice big Autobot logo on the front. I'll do a review of Rewind on another video. I've got both Rewind and Eject, so I'll do them both probably together. But getting back to Blaster, he's, as I say, nice colourful G1 figure. To transform him is quite simple. You slide the black part of the handle back like so, then you have to drop down these parts from the side, turn the sides round, and the handles go into the sides. Now he has got one loose foot on mine, which is the little catch has broken off, but it does help transform him and doesn't affect him in his other mode. At this point it needs to push the legs back shut. I find that's a bit more stable. I'll just lift the camera up now because he is a tall figure. From this stage you then need to revolve his arms out like so, and then slide them in a little bit, and then you pull the lower half of his arm down, I believe. That's it. And use the black tab inside his arm just to bring his fists down, and they revolve like so. I'm going to need to lift that camera up a little bit higher actually. Like I say, he is a tall figure. He's much taller than Soundwave, who's obviously his Decepticon counterpart. And again, there you go, that's his upper arm. And then to reveal his head is simply, it's held down like so. Just flip it up and turn it round, and then you've got his head reveal. As I say, he's very much taller than Soundwave, which is a bit of a shame because, you know, in the cartoons they were like enemies, direct enemies of each other, being both the cassette forms. They did bring out, I think, a bigger version of Soundwave, which was Sound Blaster, or something like that anyway, in the later Takara line. But I don't have him. I'd love to get a bigger one, because then they'd be better, you know, balanced out against each other. It's a nice figure, quite good articulation for a G1. He's got his shoulder, and the fact that the arms can move a little bit does give him a little bit of posability. And then the fists, legs not so much so, because obviously they're more or less just out straight and locked. But quite nice, it's quite nice, you know, you've got a bit of speaker detail. Don't know if I bring that in, you can see that better. It's got like the holes there for where sound would come out. And of course he can hold his gun. But that's pretty much Blaster generally. Like I say, very plain on the back, not a lot of detail to him there. But then obviously they've all about the front and what they look at, you know, what they look like from the front on the G1s. I will bring the camera up and put it there so you can get a better view of it from a higher position. Like I say, he's a pretty big figure. I mean, something I usually use for my reviews as a size comparison. If I put a Cyberverse figure next to him, you get a good idea. He's a nice sized bot. Takes up a lot of shelf room. But then that's a nice thing on a figure like this, because you know you want to see it. For the head sculpt, I'll bring that in because I don't know if you had a really good look. Not brilliantly cartoon accurate, but not bad. I don't know if anyone's ever brought out a replacement head for him, what's more G1 accurate, but well, you know, it's sort of one of those little niggles, but it's not the end of the world. It's quite nice. But yeah, that's G1 Blaster. I hope you've enjoyed that little look at him. Please feel free to comment, and if you're watching this and you've only sort of like seen this video of mine, please feel free to have a look at any of my others, and feel free to subscribe. Okay, all the best. I shall see you again for another review.